Hello, this is Colin with Maker Farm. In this video we're going to start to assemble all of the pieces basically to our frame. We're mainly going to be focusing on the Y-axis in this video. So what you're going to do, you're going to want to grab your frame that we put together earlier in an earlier video. We're also going to grab our two threaded rods, our large threaded rods, and then a bunch of nuts and washers for those threaded rods. What you're going to do, you're going to put a threaded rod. You're going to put a nut and a washer on the end of each threaded rod. Then you're going to want to go ahead and thread it through the back of your frame. And then before we go too much further, we're going to go ahead and put a washer and a nut on. And start tightening it up. Then before our rod goes through our bottom support right here, we're going to put on another nut and another washer. And then just keep tightening those up and pushing your rod through. And then what you can do, you can tighten those up there, get it close to our frame. We're going to put another washer and nut on this side. Okay, and I'll tighten that up. You'll do the exact same thing for this other rod. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to put all the nuts and bolts on that one right now. But what we're going to end up with is something like this, okay? Next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab your smooth rods and your bed, or the platform for the bed that we put together earlier. You're going to want to go ahead and get one rod, stick it in that first bearing, don't push it all the way through, get your other rod, and when those rods touch, then we can push those through without possibly losing any of those balls. Then take your second rod and go ahead and push it in right there. Okay? We're going to move that off to the side for just a minute here. We're going to bring our frame back up. Next piece that we want to get is this one right here. This is our Y idler. So it's those two pieces together. There's an arrow pointing which direction is up. So the bearing's down at the bottom. We're going to go ahead and set that right there. And then we're going to take our bed and our belt. For our Y belt, you're going to go ahead and cut your Y belt so that's about 23.5 inches, which is 597 millimeters. And what you're going to go and do is loop the ends, put a zip tie on the ends, and then you're going to measure from end to end, and you want this to measure about 21.25 inches or 540 millimeters. If it's longer, if it's shorter, it's just not going to be very easy to tension your belt. Okay, so once we get that on there, we can go ahead and we can install it on our carriage here. And what you're going to do is just basically take your belt and you're going to take a bolt like this. It's going to go through there. And then we're just going to do this one for right now because we're going to run this through our idler. But basically, when we get it all put together, this is going to go through the motor, this is going to go through the idler, and it's going to come right back here. We're going to use another bolt right there. Okay? So now you can go ahead and take your bed that we put together. You'll notice it has an arrow showing us which direction is the front of our machine. We're going to go ahead and take these rods, and they're just going to go and sit right in back, right like that. Then you're going to take this piece, and we're going to thread that on. The bottom holes is where the threaded rods go, just like that. Actually, we skipped a spot. Before we do that, we need to put a nut and then a washer on these ends. I'm only going to do one of the rods just so that I can show you. So we put one on there, and our washer, and now we can go ahead and put this piece on. Okay, then we can get another washer, another nut, put it on the end there, and then we can tighten those up. And you'll do the exact same thing for the other rod. Okay, now we have our bed. It moves freely back and forth. So now we can turn it up so we can see the bottom of it. And this is going to go around our motor. It's going to go around our bearings. And it's going to join right here. Okay, and you can go ahead and get to your little bracket for your motor. Make sure to align those two pieces and align your gear, your pulley, so that it will not rub on any of these things. Then all we have to do is we're going to take this, and it is going to go right here. The curved part goes to the bottom of the machine, so we're going to loop our belt on, and then we can put our motor in just like that. We can use these 4 bolts here that hold down our motor to adjust our tension on our motor, and then you can go ahead and use your little bolts and secure your motor bracket into the frame so that it doesn't move. And you do the other 2 on the outside, but I'm not going to do those right now. Your cord here is going to go down through this loop so that we can later zip tie it in place. When we set that back up, there is our motor, our belt's installed. We can tension our belt. Our Y-axis is all done. And that should be it for this video. If you have any questions, make sure to go to makerfarm.com. We've got contact information there where you can email us or get a hold of us by Google Chat. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.